The Babe led the Bombers to their first World Championship in 1923.
Strike three, a no-hitter, a perfect game for John Larson.
Reggie Jackson has hit his third home run of the game.
Hayes makes the catch. The Yankees win.
The Yankees are back on top. World champions for the 27th time.
In 1940, the Yankees had finished just 2 games out of first. Think about this. Had they won in 1940, the 1941 could have been a 6th straight World Championship for them.
The New York Yankees had faced their crosstown rivals, the New York Giants, 5 times in the World Series by 1940, but 1941 saw the first Yankees-Dodgers Subway Series.
The Dodgers, who had only been in the World Series in the 20th century once in 1920, miraculously made it in 41 with Leo DeRocher, the former Yankees shortstop, at their helm.
1941 marked the first chapter in the great Yankees-Dodgers rivalry.
To date, they've faced each other now 11 times, more than any other pair of teams.
1941 was Phil Rizzuto's rookie season, and although the local boy from New York did very well, it wasn't easy for him because the old veterans on the club, they favored Frank Crosetti. They didn't like to see this kid come along and take Crow's job. But this was the way the Yankees continued to perpetuate their excellence. Just as Gordon had replaced Lazzari, now Rizzuto was replacing Crosetti, and the pennants kept coming.
5 Yankee sluggers scored over 100 runs in 1941, while 3 players notched at least 30 homers. Joe DiMaggio recorded a 56-game hitting streak that stretched from May 15th to July 16th. During his streak, which still stands as a Major League record, Joe D compiled a .408 batting average, which included 91 hits and just 5 strikeouts. DiMaggio's remarkable streak propelled him towards his 2nd American League Most Valuable Player award. As for the pitching staff, the Yankees had a solid blend of young faces and experienced veterans. Second-year pitcher Tiny Bonham threw to an ERA under 3, while Red Ruffing and Lefty Gomez each won 15 games. Marius Russo was the workhorse of the staff, as he was the only hurler to log over 200 innings. Johnny Murphy once again led Major League Baseball with 15 saves.
In the 1941 World Series, after Joe DiMaggio had hit his 56-game hitting streak and won the MVP award, the Yankees played the Brooklyn Dodgers in the World Series.
Game 1 took place at Yankee Stadium in front of over 68,000 fans. Joe Gordon hit a solo shot in the 2nd inning and later added an RBI single. In his 8th career World Series start, Yankees pitcher Red Ruffing would go the distance, throwing his 7th career Fall Classic complete game. He allowed just a single earned run as the Bronx Bombers took a 1-0 series lead. The next day, the Yankees would see their incredible run of 10 straight World Series game victories come to an end. Spud Chandler pitched well over 5 innings, but was outdueled by Dodgers starter Whit Wyatt, who led the National League in 1941 with 22 wins. The series was knotted at 1.
In Game 3 at Brooklyn's Ebbets Field, Yankees pitcher Marius Russo locked into a pitcher's duel with Brooklyn's Freddie Fitzsimmons. Brooklyn reliever Hugh Casey came in and allowed 2 runs, giving New York a 3-1 victory and a 2-1 advantage going into Game 4.
In his first Fall Classic start, the 26-year-old Russo pitched exceptionally. His complete Game 4 hitter, along with DiMaggio and Keller's 8th-inning RBI singles, allowed the Yankees to pick up a big Game 3 victory and take a 2-1 series lead.
Heading into Game 4, the Yankees had a 2-1 advantage, with each of the games being decided by a single run.
The Dodgers gave the Yankees a good battle. As we neared the end of Game 4, the Dodgers held the lead 4-3, 2 outs in the 9th, nobody on base. Tommy Henrich at the plate. Hugh Casey was the relief pitcher brought in by the Dodgers. And he had a sharp breaking curve that some people thought was a spitter.
Casey threw a 3rd strike past Yankees outfielder Tommy Henrich, but Brooklyn catcher Mickey Owen muffed the ball, allowing Henrich to reach first base on a passed ball.
Then followed a barrage of walks and extra base hits, and before you knew it, the Yankees had scored 4,
giving the Yankees a 7-4 victory over the Dodgers.
So what ought to have been a 2-2 tie in games after 4 was now 3-1, and the Dodgers went down meekly after that.
Lost in the haze of the ninth-inning Dodger blunder was a solid offensive performance by Charlie Keller. The Yankees left fielder went 4 for 5 with 2 doubles and 3 RBI. The Bronx Bombers would head to Game 5 up 3-1.
The Yankees clinched the series the following day, 4-1 over their Brooklyn rivals.
Tommy Henrich's solo home run in the 5th inning would bury the nail in the coffin as Tiny Bonham, making his first Fall Classic appearance, cruised to a 4-hit complete game victory. The New York Yankees were back on top, defeating the Brooklyn Dodgers in 5 games.
After the series, Yankee manager Joe McCarthy said, "The greatest all-around player I've ever seen is Joe Gordon."
Second baseman Joe Gordon was the hero of the series for the Yankees as he recorded a .500 batting average, drove in 5 runs, and had 7 base hits.
Gordon also walked 7 times and posted an OPS of 1.595. Charlie Keller recorded 7 hits while hitting at a .389 clip.
With the Yankee pitching staff holding the Brooklyn Dodgers to a .182 batting average, the Yankees went on to win the World Series.
Like Lefty Gomez, Red Ruffing elevated his game at World Series time with complete game victories and either shutouts or no earned runs allowed in series after series.
Ruffing, Russo, and Bonham all pitched complete games while allowing just a single run. Johnny Murphy appeared in 2 contests, recording the W once and allowing 0 earned runs. As a whole, the pitching staff threw to a 1.80 ERA.
The Brooklyn Eagles headline the following day was, "Wait till next year," a cry which we heard many times until 1955.
It capped an amazing run for the Yankees. Between 1927 and 1941, the Yankees played 36 World Series games, and they only lost 4 of them.
This was the last World Series before World War II, when everything would change in America. But Yankee pennants, well, they would continue.